Welcome to Toolcraft AI, crafting the future with innovative tools and powerful artificial intelligence for tech enthusiasts.
In the next 6 minutes, you're going to master ChatGPT 5 prompt engineering. I asked ChatGPT 5 the same question twice last week. Once the normal way, once using OpenAI's new prompting structure. And the difference was pretty remarkable. I'll show you that comparison in a few minutes, along with the 7-step framework that OpenAI recommends for getting the best results from GPT-5. Let's get started. So here's what's happening with ChatGPT 5. Most people are still using it like the old versions, but OpenAI released a specific prompting guide that explains something important. ChatGPT 5 works differently. It's designed to understand very structured, precise prompts. What that means is you need to be very clear about what you want, how you want it, and what the output should look like. If you don't do this, you'll get generic responses that are quite dull and obvious. OpenAI shared a 7-step prompt structure that you should understand if you want better results. Let me walk through each step. Step 1. The role. This is where you define exactly who you want ChatGPT to become. Instead of just asking for advice, you specify the expertise you need. So instead of help me with marketing, you might say act as a senior marketing strategist. This helps ChatGPT understand what perspective to take. Step 2. The task. Here, you need to be very definite about what you want. Don't ask for help, ask for specific deliverables. Be clear about exactly what you need ChatGPT to produce for you. Step 3. Context. This is very important. You need to provide relevant background information. ChatGPT doesn't know your situation, your constraints, your audience, or your goals. The more context you provide, the better the output will be. Step 4. Reasoning. This is where you explain how you want ChatGPT to approach the problem. Do you want step-by-step thinking? Should it compare different options? You're basically telling it what methodology to use. Step 5. Rules. These are your non-negotiables, any constraints or limitations that you want ChatGPT to be aware of. This helps ensure the suggestions are actually useful for your situation. Step 6. Stop conditions. You need to tell ChatGPT when to stop. Otherwise, you might get way more information than you need or not enough detail. Be specific about what constitutes a complete response. Step 7. Output format. Specify how you want the results presented. Do you want a table, bullet points, a step-by-step guide? This makes the information much easier to use. Now let me show you how this works with a real example. But first, if you're finding this helpful so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel. Let's say you want to validate a startup idea. Here's how you'd structure the prompt using all 7 steps. Role. Act as a seasoned startup mentor focused on validating early-stage business ideas for solopreneurs with limited funding and time. Task. Provide a clear checklist of 3 to 6 steps you'll follow in evaluating the idea. Identify and present the top 3 underutilized but highly effective methods for validating a startup idea in less than 60 days. Each method should highlight unique advantages like speed, low cost, real-world insights, or scalability. Avoid generic advice such as asking friends, posting on social media, or reading startup books. Context. Use methods backed by case studies, founder blogs, or investor insights that are lesser known but proven in practice. Ensure cost estimates are realistic under $500 and time commitments fit a solo founder's capacity. Highlight why each method stands out and summarize its strengths in 1 or 2 sentences. Reasoning. Cross-check each validation method against at least one credible founder or investor source. Ensure recommendations align with real-world constraints. Limited capital, no big team, minimal technical background. Filter out methods that are too academic, overused, or slow. Optimize for clarity, practicality, and speed of execution. Rules. Built into the task. Avoid generic advice, keep costs under $500, ensure solo founder compatibility. Require credible backing. Stop conditions. Task is complete when 3 distinct, underutilized validation methods are returned, all of which can be realistically executed by a solo founder within 60 days and have been validated against credible entrepreneurial sources. Output format. Written results as a markdown table with these columns. Method name, key resources, tools, estimated cost, USD, time commitment, OHRS, week, validation, strength, 1 to 10, summary. That's a comprehensive prompt that gives ChatGPT everything it needs to provide really useful advice. Now, I understand that's a lot to write every time, but even if you write these prompts manually, you can reuse the structure for similar tasks. Think of it as creating a template that you can adapt. So let me show you the comparison I mentioned at the beginning. I tested both approaches for startup validation. The basic prompt was, "Help me validate my startup idea." The result was pretty generic, as you can see on the screen. And here are the results from the 7-step prompt. You can see that the difference is quite remarkable. The main thing to understand is that ChatGPT-5 is designed to work with structured prompts. If you use it the old way, you'll get generic results. But if you follow this 7-step framework, the quality improvement is substantial. The interesting thing is that this framework improves AI outputs and also helps you think more clearly about what you're trying to accomplish. And if this was helpful, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you try this framework, let me know in the comments how it works for you. I'm curious to see what results other people get. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.